Welcome back, Twisters, and hey there, hockey fans. Nick here, and today we're going to talk about Moritz Seider, the outstanding young defenseman of the Detroit Red Wings. He is having one heck of a season so far, and so I wanted to go inside the numbers and compare his performance not only to those who have won the Calder Trophy as defensemen in recent history, but also compare him to others who won the Norris Trophy just a few years into their career. So I want to know your thoughts on Cider down in the comments below. Does this guy have a Norris in his hands a few years from now? Is he already among the best defensemen in the NHL? You guys let me know down in the comments below, and if you haven't already, be sure to check out a recent video I made comparing the three forwards who are kind of Calder Trophy frontrunners, those being Trevor Zegras, Cider's teammate, of course, Lucas Raymond, I almost said Mason Raymond, and Mr. Anton Liddell of the Panthers. So before I go inside the numbers, what makes Cider so great in the first place? Well, this guy is just a miraculous wizard with the puck. He's so patient. That's what I appreciate most about him. He's not trying to rush the play. He surveys everything around him, and he's able to put the puck tape to tape, no matter the situation, honestly. I like that he's not afraid to get hit in order to make a play as well. So this guy transitioning the puck out of his zone into the neutral zone, or if not, into the offensive zone, he's about as smooth as they come in the NHL. I am wildly impressed by his skill there. Second of all, I'm sure that a lot of you have seen some of the hits that he's delivered. Now, this guy doesn't exactly hit everything that moves, but he knows how to thump. 6'4", 203 pounds, and I'm sure that he's probably added a few pounds of muscle since then. I do like the way that this guy uses his body to shield himself from defenders, and on the other side of things, when he's near his crease and he needs to clear out some traffic, this guy knows how to actually position himself and give himself a physical advantage over attacking players. I think he can do a little bit better with being more assertive in front of his crease, but I still really like the physical play that this guy is able to bring in. And lastly, Cider is just excelling in all sorts of situations. So he leads the Red Wings in power play time on ice, shorthanded, he's killing plenty of penalties for them out there, and then situationally, he's just a very sound player. I've seen him disrupt a breakaway out there, I've seen him position himself correctly in order to disrupt a 2-on-1, and this guy just knows what to do, when and where. He hangs back a lot for the team. He's their last line of defense very frequently, and I've just seen that he doesn't really surrender much in the way of high danger or quality chances. So all around, man, he's really coming into his own quite quickly. Let's look at Cider's statistics for this year. So far he's played 49 games for the Red Wings, 5 goals and 27 assists for 32 points. Actually not far off of the rookie scoring lead. He has a neutral plus-minus rating that's improved over the last couple of games. 22 minutes and 42 seconds of time on ice. So this guy is turning into a workhorse very quickly. And let's say that Cider plays all 82 games this season. He is on pace for about 8 or 9 goals, 45 assists for about 53 or 54 points. As for his defensive and possession metrics, so far he has 92 block shots, not eye-opening, but still pretty decent for a rookie defenseman, 23 takeaways to 27 giveaways. That's actually really good considering that he plays in his defensive zone quite a bit. And second of all, defensemen don't very frequently have a positive takeaway to giveaway ratio, so he's looking pretty good when it comes to that. When it comes to 5-on-5, he is starting 54.4% of faceoffs in the defensive zone versus 45.6% in the offensive zone. When Cider is on the ice, Red Wings goaltenders have a save percentage of .914. That is very good considering he plays in the defensive zone quite a bit, and Nedeljkovic has a .909 save percentage in 5-on-5 situations otherwise. He has a 48.5 Corsi for percentage, which is basically a reflection of the shots that your team is taking when you're on the ice versus the shots that you're surrendering when you're on the ice. So in this case, considering he plays a lot in the defensive zone, this number actually looks pretty good. It doesn't take into account the quality of chances. How does Cider compare with other NHL defensemen? Of course, you have to consider that he's played a few more games than a lot of defensemen on this list. He is tied for 12th in points. He is tied for 37th in even strength points with 16. So he does score quite a bit on the power play, and he's 44th in time on ice, but still a workhorse for a rookie defenseman. So how does Cider compare with other Calder winning defensemen? So I looked at the last 5 others who have won the Calder Trophy. There have only been 5 Calder Trophy winners among defensemen in the last 25 years. I found that pretty surprising. But here were the numbers that these guys were putting up their rookie season on a per 82 game basis. So most recently, Cale Makar won the award in 2020. His per 82 game averages were 17.3 goals, 54.7 assists for almost 72 points. So Makar, certainly one of the more gifted offensive defensemen that we've had in the past couple of generations. I would have to say. But if you look at that afterwards, things start to get a little bit more favorable for Cider. So Aaron Ekblad in 2015, he averaged only 12.1 goals and 27.3 assists for not even 40 points for an 82-game season. Tyler Myers, yeah, he won the Calder in 2010. So that season he played all 82 games, 11 goals, 37 assists for 48 points. Pretty comparable to what we could see from Mo Seider here, but you do have to consider that Myers actually averaged 23 minutes and 44 seconds of time on ice. Barrett Jackman won the Calder in 2003 with only 19 points that year and just over 20 minutes of time on ice. I found that pretty surprising, especially since you had two wonderful finalists in Rick Nash and Henrik Zetterberg. And then lastly, Brian Berard for the Islanders in 1997 had 8 goals and 40 assists for 48 points. So here you see that Cider is on pace to actually have more points than 4 of the 5 past Calder Trophy winning defensemen. That's hard to say it 5 times fast. And as you might have seen in my comparison video, you look at Raymond, Zegras, and also Anton Lundell, those guys aren't exactly on pace to have more than about 60 points, so Cider is not going to be all that far behind them. He definitely has a chance at the Calder from what I see here. And again, you see what this guy is doing defensively on the penalty kill as the last line of defense in a lot of situations, laying the lumber out there. There's no reason why this guy should not be, I don't think, at least the runner-up, if not the Calder Trophy winner. Now for an even more important question here, could Moritz Seider win a Norris Trophy in the next few years? So what I did was I picked the last 5 Norris Trophy winners who won the award at the age of 25 or younger. So we start with Adam Fox, who won the award last year as a 23-year-old. He played in 55 of 56 games, of course a shortened season, 5 goals and 42 assists. So that would prorate to 7.5 goals, about 63 assists for 70 points. He also finished 13th for the Hart Trophy that year. And by the way, Fox did that in his 2nd season. Now, Erik Carlson is on this list twice. In 2015, he won the Norris Trophy with 21 goals and 45 assists for 66 points. He was 2nd among defensemen in goals. He was 3rd in time on ice with 27.15. He finished 8th for the Hart that year. In 2013, in his 3rd full season, PK Subban won the Norris Trophy for the Canadiens. He played in a lockout shortened season. He played in 42 of 48 games. He had 11 goals and 27 assists for 38 points, and that prorates out to about 21.5 goals, 52.7 assists for 74 points. He also finished 13th for the Hart that year. Carlson won his first Norris Trophy as a 22-year-old in 2012, so that was his 3rd full season in the NHL. Played in all but 1 game. He had 19 goals and 59 assists for 78 points. He was tied for 1st among defensemen in goals. He had 25 more points than the next defenseman though, so I think that's a big reason why he took home the hardware that year. He also finished, again, 8th for the Hart. And then there was a 12-year gap, and one reason was because Nick Lidstrom, Shea Weber, Zdeno Chara, some of the older defensemen out there were winning Norris trophies. So in 2000, Chris Pronger was still 25 years old. In his 7th full season in the NHL, though, I will say, he played in 79 games. He had 14 goals and 48 assists for 62 points. He was 2nd among defensemen in points, but he led the league with a plus 52 rating, and he won the Hart Trophy for the President's Trophy winning St. Louis Blues. So for Cider, there's no doubt in my mind that his ice time could certainly reflect some of the numbers that we see here. It is going to be a little bit interesting with the Red Wings defense core once Simon Edvinsson comes into the fold as well. However, there is something that I want to point out, and that's the overall point total. And that's not because Cider's points won't go up necessarily, but you do take a look here, right? 70 points over an 82 game season, 66, 74, 79, 64. Cider right now is on pace for about 54. That's pretty good, but I do have to get back to my point that I made earlier, and that's that he is scoring a lot of his points on the power play. So this guy needs to do more at an even strength level in order to enter the Norris conversation while you still have players like Cale Makar, Adam Fox, and Roman Josi in the NHL. But those are just my thoughts on Cider. I want to know your thoughts down in the comments below. Is this guy going to win the Calder? Does he have a Norris Trophy in his near future? You guys let me know down there. Again, make sure you check out that forward comparison video I made between Zegras, Raymond, and Lundell. That's going to pop up in just a little bit here. I have a musical number to conclude with though, and I hope that you guys have had a good time with me here. And if you did, leave a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, see the video description if you want to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. You can also see a link to our merch store for snazzy t-shirts like this one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, I'm Nick. Here's a little jingle for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, Cider Man does whatever most Cider can. Keeps the puck out of the net with poke checks you won't forget. Look out, here comes most Cider Man. Listen, bud, he'll put you on your ass with a thud. Quarterback's a power play. Red Wings fans, they go cray-cray. Look out, here comes most Cider Man. Look out, here comes most Cider Man. Catch you later, Twisters.